I know what you're thinking. Sean is a guy who's got it all figured out. He's not insecure, he's got the body, he's got the face. Here's a man who's in full command of himself and has no hang-ups whatsoever. See, I can't even say this with a straight face because of course it's not true. If you got into this whole fitness thing because one day you wanted to walk into a room with total confidence and not a shred of self-consciousness, I have to tell you that's never going to happen. There was a documentary about Arnold Schwarzenegger that came out a couple years ago on Netflix, and even he says in his prime that he was never satisfied completely with his body. He was always a little bit ashamed or self-conscious. Gwyneth Paltrow has been voted the most beautiful woman in the world by multiple magazines over the years, and she said that she doesn't see herself that way. And I think that's more than just them being modest. This is really how they see themselves. Like most journeys in life, with fitness, you never really get to where you want to be. But the hope is that you get better to the point where you feel better, and that's really all you can ask. Hey, I'll tell you, when I take my shirt off at the pool or I get naked in front of a new partner for the first time, which doesn't happen very often, I still get self-conscious. But not to the point where it hurts my ability to have a good time. Personally, I was never really into bodybuilding to the point of wanting the perfect physique, having everything in perfect aesthetic proportion. I always wanted, and I still want, to feel strong, powerful, look the part, but I'm actually more self-conscious about what I can do in the gym than how I look there. Like all of you, I see people on social media doing cool things, wild exercises and competing in shows and lifting tons of weight, and I think that's awesome, and I want to be able to do that too, or why can't I do that? And that never goes away. But I'm also able to look back at where I came from and see how far I've come and give myself credit for that. And more importantly, what that's taught me about life and commitment and science and the human body. And that is what I'm most proud of, not whether I put an inch on my calves in a year or I have a ripped six-pack. Because all of those things will come and go, but what you learn from fitness will remain with you forever, in a place we call the Twilight Zone.